Hi guys! I am participating in another readathon in August. July was the only month so far since March that I haven't had any readathons, and it completely threw me off. I felt like I was just like meandering through my reading because I had nothing pushing me and I had no desire to keep going and to finish more books. And it was just so weird. So I decided to go back to the readathons in August, and I will be doing the Disney-a-thon. I will link all of the information below, but there are 4 teams. There is Team Tangled, Team Aladdin, Team Lion King, and Team Mulan. How did I forget that? And each team has their own book prompts and their own special ability. You have to complete all of your prompts in order, and you cannot double up books for your team's prompts. But once you've completed all of your prompts and you move on to the next world in a particular order, you can double up books, you can read in any order you want. As long as you don't move on to the next world and then try to come back, you can't go back to a world once you've passed it. I thought this was such a cute idea, and the way the teams are set up was very interesting, so I am taking part, and I am part of Team Aladdin. My first choice would probably be Team Mulan, but I took the quiz and it said Aladdin, and I had books that worked for Aladdin, so I was like, you know what, why not? I will be part of Team Aladdin. Jasmine is a badass character, and I love her, so I'm fine with it. So because of the way this readathon is set up, you need a defined TBR before August 1st. I'm well aware that August 1st has passed, but I set my TBR and I announced it on Twitter before August 1st. I just wanted to make a video now going more in depth because one tweet is not very much space and I couldn't even put like the author's names, so like I need to get more information out there. So my first prompt is Jasmine, read a book featuring royalty, and I decided to go with A Treasury of Royal Scandals by Michael. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that last name, I'm sorry. This is a nonfiction book that compiles a bunch of European royal scandals throughout history, and it looks very interesting and intriguing, and I've wanted to read it for a long time. Nonfiction is not something I read regularly at all, but I have always been interested in European royalty, and I actually really enjoy history, especially when it relates to like that sort of era. So hopefully I get along with this well because it is the first book that I have to read. But the Team Aladdin special ability is that you can DNF a book and still have it count for your points. So if I need to, I am not going to plan that because I do want to read this book, but if I need to DNF it, I can and move on to the next book because it is the very first book I have. I really hope I enjoy it. I mean, the premise sounds like I would enjoy it. I mean, that's kind of how I pick up all my books, isn't it? So like, that's kind of silly. Anyway, moving on. The prompt for Aladdin is to read a book that contains romance, and I'm going with The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I'm finally going to read this book. I'm pretty sure it contains romance because it's a sci-fi book that follows a group of people and aliens, and I'm sure someone in there has to be like a couple or in love or something. This is supposed to be a character-driven sci-fi novel, so I don't really know anything about the plot, but I heard the plot isn't very important anyway. So I am very much looking forward to reading this. Everyone loves it, and I just need to pick it up already, so I definitely had to find a way to put it on my TBR for next month. The next prompt is The Magic Carpet, read a fantasy book. Of course, this is not a challenge for me at all, so I went with Moving Pictures by Pratchett. This is the next book in the Discworld series that I have to read. I think it's about the people of the Discworld discovering the magic of movies, so it's kind of blending fantasy and technology together, and I'm really interested to see where this one goes. I am trying to read the entire Discworld series, and this was the next book I needed, so it was a logical choice. The next prompt is Jafar, read a book that will suck you into its world as if in a trance. And this book must only be read at dark or past 9 p.m. I'm going to be reading Magi, volume 37 by Shinobu Ohtaka. This manga series is finally coming to an end. I've mentioned the series a lot on my channel. It's an Arabian Nights retelling. It follows a group of friends. The friends are amazing, the character dynamics are amazing, but the plot at this point, at the end of the series, is absolutely freaking ridiculous. So the fact that this is the final volume is very good for me because I want to complete it. I still want to know how it ends, even if it's just like, at this point, kind of annoyingly ridiculous. And this should be pretty easy to read in the dark. I get through these volumes pretty quickly. And the world definitely sucks me in. It's a mixture of fantasy, magic, and Arabian desert, and all of the like mysticism that comes with that as well. So I really enjoy the world. I really enjoy the characters. It's just the plot at this point that I am not enjoying. Final prompt is Abu, read the group book, and the group book is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This is about a thief who has to go back in time to steal an ancient, powerful, magical book. And that sounds like a ton of elements, which I love, like ancient magical books, yes. Time travel, yes. A thief, especially a girl thief, yes. So I've wanted to read this book for a while, and so I'm actually really glad that it's the group book. If I get through all of those books, I will hopefully go on to, I think it's the Tangled World next, and then Mulan, and then Lion King? I would have to double check on that. But I feel like I can make a lot of the books I'm reading for my team prompts work for some of those prompts as well, which would be very nice. But we'll see how far I actually get in this set TBR first. If you are participating, please let me know. Hopefully you're on Team Aladdin. If not, I hope you have fun with your readathon anyway. I will talk to you later. Bye.